Pog definitely lost Flanders 2022. Let's do a breakdown how he lost it. One, bike choice. Why would you take a cyclocross bike to Flanders? Right? Why? I've ridden the Flanders course and I used to race in Belgium and done all the climbs there. You want lightweight. You want rim brakes. You don't really use your brakes much in Flanders. If you use your brakes in Flanders, you lose position in the bunch. Now you have to regain and produce more fatigue metabolites to regain your position in the bunch. Those who use the brakes the least get the furthest progression up the chain of command in the bunch. It's just how it is. You use brakes. Not many people have ridden with World Tour riders down hills. They rarely touch the brakes. You could put one brake on their bike and they're still going to go that fast down the hill. They rarely use them. They rarely use the brakes. So disc brakes on a road bike for a professional rider, a road rider, this is a laugh. But anyway, we know that. Marginal gains. If you've been around racing long enough, you know disc brakes is a joke. But why didn't you use your 1,000-gram tubulars? Why are you using this new crap for barristers? I understand UAE owns Colnago and you have obligations, but you've got free reign to use rim brake. Why didn't you? Oh, man. But he's only 22, 23. He's the same age as my girlfriend. But he's won two Tour de France's already. All right? We put a lot of expectations on him. He's a quick learner, but I would say he made a rookie error. Imagine if I was coaching him. He would have got second as a minimum. Beating Van der Poel in the sprint, that's going to be a tough one. But Pog, if anyone could do it, it's going to be the Pog. But yeah, he had that heavy bike, and it's just, it's just dumb. Van der Poel's bike's a piece of junk. A Canyon Aero disc. They're so, go ride one, man. Go ride one. I've ridden one. They're so heavy and slow. But it doesn't matter too much because everyone in the bunch is on the same crappy cyclocross style of bike. But the Canyon Aero, it's like the Specialized Venge. It's just heavy and clunky. But why give free speed away? I mean, maybe Pog wanted to stand with his fellow Pro Tour riders and ride in solidarity a crappy cyclocross bike on a road course. Now, in the dirt, in the mud, with 32mm tyres, then yeah, these bikes are great. But this is a road race. Road race. What role do disc brakes have for World Tour? Like zero role, other than marketing. Road disc at the World Tour level is a joke. Just ask any World Tour rider after a few beers. Ask any mechanic off record. They all just hate this disc brake road hydro thing. Look at in the race. Even the corners. Look how fast they take the corners. Do you think they're touching the brakes? Do you think they need the hydro stopping power? Do you think they're locking the brakes up and doing a skid burnout in the corner? Hanging their foot out and skidding around like it's a World Cup cross-country course? No. They're not locking their wheels up to skid around the corner. It's just, it's like you need disc brakes to do handbrakies. No one in the World Tour is doing a handbrakey around a witch's hat hairpin corner. It just doesn't happen. Brake late in the corner. They're hardly using the brakes. They're hardly using the brakes, people. Anyway, it's a slower bike, marginal gains. Pog could have won just from a different bike. Just a different bike. Yeah, it did have a fair bit of elevation in the race, and Pog's used to riding rim brakes, so I would have just gone the rim brake for the win. But okay, so failing that, let's say he's mandated to ride disc in the sprint, man. He should have gone all out. Just go all out, all the way to the line. When it's your turn to hit the front, instead of sitting up and mousing and catting, just go for it, bro. Just absolutely go. Give the fans what they want to see. I mean, it was very suspenseful. It was fantastic how the other two guys came back, the Frenchie and the Dutchie, But it was just go all out, man. You're the beast. You're the Pogacar. Go all out. We want to see you go all out. We want to see Van der Poel have to go all out to beat you. All right? You sat up and as the other two guys come and steal your place. Yeah, that's I guess you're still learning, man. You've done amazing for your age, no doubt. For any age, you've done amazing. I'm just saying. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, he could have got the second. He could have won. You know what I mean? Why is he riding a crap bike? Why is he riding soft in the end? If you can raise your hands across the line, you didn't go hard enough. Literally, if you can raise your hands across the line, you didn't go hard enough. That's at the end of the day. That's it. If you can raise your hands in protest, you're not at max effort. You're just cruising. You're dawdling along. That's just how it is. And people can disagree with me. All those noobs out there can disagree with me. The seasoned racers who've been racing for decades will agree with me. If you can raise your hands over the line, you still had reserves. And that's okay if you finish first. That's okay if you didn't lose time, if you didn't give time away. But if you finished fourth in a sprint like that, and you had energy to raise your hands, your tactics were wrong. And also just the sugar consumption. Did anyone take note of the sugar consumption during the race? Massive sugar consumption in the race. I wonder whose protocols more and more riders are following now. It's not those sugar-phobic nutritionists who work for the teams. You know what I mean? Have a guess whose protocols some of these big-name riders are following. And if you don't believe me, maybe ask them themselves. Better yet, find out who the nutritionists are and go to their Instagram pages and have a look how sugar-phobic they are. It's a low-carb option. And then go, wow, if you're the nutritionist for that team, how come your riders are eating like durianrider with unlimited refined sugar in their drinkables? Oh, durianrider's not refined sugar, it's gels. It's sports drinks. It's maltodextrins. It's glucose. It's not refined sugar. Dude, it's refined sugar, and refined sugar for the win. If you want to perform in the bedroom, you want to perform in the boardroom, you want to perform on the road, you want to perform in the dirt and the gravel, my friend, you need enough sugar. And you can disagree with me, but you're still going to be wrong on that as well.